Stanford University.
Thanks everybody for coming this morning. You know we needed that rain for all the crops, right, Wolfram? Good to, and it's clearing now. It'll be beautiful for lunch. I'm absolutely sure it's going to be beautiful. So, thanks for coming again. This is our third food summit. We're really excited about what we have lined up for you today. Did you know it's the second National Food Day? The Center for Science and Public Interest has a food day. And this is the second annual. Whoops, I'm hitting things. Are these going by themselves? Uh-oh, I hope I didn't put this on change every 5 seconds. That would be an issue. All right, let's see what happens here. I probably just hit the button by mistake. So it's actually not entirely intentional. We needed to find a day when this facility was open and Memorial Auditorium, and it happened to be Wednesday the 24th. But this is great, because now I'm off the hook with coming up with something for Food Day. This is it. This is what we're doing for Food Day on Stanford campus. So we can say we did our job. So welcome here, and I want to give some quick acknowledgments. In the back, on the timer, the infamous Antonella Duell, who sent you a gazillion emails. And everybody else on this list, and I don't have time to read them. You see them on our website. You'll see them talk today. You'll see them at coffee, et cetera. A lot of people put time and energy into this. We had some really generous support from the deans, from the provost, from the Woods Institute, from the Nutrilite Health Institute. So that's why everything's free today. Lunch is free. It's going to be a fun day. The morning is full of a taste of talks. They're all fast. Nothing is really very long. I don't know if you came to the last two, but there's no podium. We asked people to do more of a TED Talk thing so they could get their body language going and get you engaged on this early morning hour. All right, so in the morning, up until about 11:30, we're going to show a lot of the things that we've been working on for the last year with our community partners. And then we're going to have a new thing this year, a showcase. We're going to direct you down to the other end of the building, where there's about 15 community groups and student groups who have tables. There's about 15 students and their research posters. Then after that, a long, luxurious lunch, which may be a little challenging because it was going to be beautifully set out across the lawn, and it will not be. So have some kind of strategy for getting lunch without staying in line, because after the 11:30 to 12:30 showcase, we'll do that. All right, and then after that, inside, and we're not quite sure how this is going to work with the rain, but we're going to take half the tables away, and we're going to put fruit tartlets and 3 different fabulous kinds of chocolate on the tables. We're going to put Chocolate Garage and TCHO and Barlavento chocolate and tartlets on the table, and kind of have theme talks about whatever you want, or you can just try chocolate and fruit. Now, one thing, I'm not sure if we ever got going, because I don't see anybody writing on these. We have some whiteboards out there. I hope during the breaks or sometime in the morning, you might think, I would love to talk to some other like-minded people at lunch or at a dessert table. And so I'm going to just throw up some topic like one of these you see here. And these, I just made those up. And if a bunch of people will write their name under them, then, and we see what the critical mass is, we'll have 1 or 2 or 3 tables targeted for those kind of topics for lunch or for the dessert. So there's a lot more networking built in this year than there has been in past years. So please take advantage of that. So a couple things on your table for logistics. You got name tags already. You also got Post-its. I've done this the last couple of years, and not everybody does it, but for a couple people, it's a conversation starter. Take the sticky side off and make it stick to the bottom, and put something provocative on there. Student needs research project, community advocate needs student helper. I wrote something like, I want to create a food systems research and education center on campus. I don't know exactly who that means I'm going to talk to, but anything provocative for a conversation starter. On your tables, I'm going to tell you that we're really not going to do any long introductions today. We have a beautiful pamphlet with bios of everybody's background. So we're basically going to say, here's the speakers. We're not going to take up time. If you want to see who they are and where they come from, look at this. We also have a list of all the community groups that are in the background. We had a list of the students, but somehow that was the one thing we forgot this morning, so you'll have to go see the student posters in the other end. What else have we got here? And we have the program. So if you want to see how the program's going. We didn't print one for everybody. We just put a handful on the tables. So avail yourselves of those. We didn't plan for a snack. So if you want a snack in the middle of this, you're going to have to go to the Ariag Alumni Cafe. We got pretty generous donations, but not enough for a snack. And we don't want to push snacks. We think people eat too many snacks. So let's cut down on snacks, have a good breakfast, and wait for lunch and be hungry. This is our third one. We started with Food 1 in 2010. I don't know how many of you came. Last year we had Food 2, and we had Francis Moore-Lepay give a great talk in the evening. This year it's Food 3, and John Robbins is going to talk tonight in Memorial Auditorium. And after that, there's going to be a discussion about the Farm Bill. The objectives of this whole thing are to give you tastes of what we've been doing. And we think we are building something. We think we are building this learning community, matching community partners with academics, multidisciplinary teams of academics who could move this whole thing forward, this food movement forward. And that's what today is all about. And after today ends, we even hired a social media person. We're trying to tweet and Facebook and follow and tumble and things like that. I'm not even sure what all those things are, but we're going to try to do that.
For more, please visit us at stanford.edu.